Welcome back. It's all the buzz on college campuses around the country and in homes here in Connecticut, where teenagers right now are opening acceptance or rejection letters from universities and colleges. And they're talking about that cheating scandal. Yale University is one of the victims. With us today from the Yale Daily News is Skakel McCooey. And Skakel, thanks for being with us here.
Thank you for having me.
On the program. I know you've done some reporting on this. What is the mood right now on the Yale campus in the aftermath of this?
Sure. So it's important to remember that we've been on spring break since the news came out. So it's hard to kind of get a feeling of what campus is really feeling. But based on informal conversations with teachers and fellow students, I think, and kind of social media posts as well, I think the general feeling is kind of disappointed but not surprised. And what I mean by that is that I feel like for a lot of students, they feel as though the admissions processes, but especially the admissions processes at elite schools like Yale, advantage the rich, whether it be for expensive test preparation or ACT practice or SAT practice, college counselors or college guidance staff, that wealthy people get a lot of advantages in these processes. And for many students, they feel disheartened that this is just confirmation of that.
Yale has been identified as a victim because they had one employee who apparently was accused of taking these bribes and putting someone on a team when this person had no athletic background. Is that correct?
Yeah, so the person in question is Rudy Meredith, who was the head women's soccer coach for 24 years at Yale, and who stepped down in November. But yes, he was accused of and allegedly took money to facilitate the admission of a student into Yale who according to him, play on the soccer team, but who never played soccer in their life.
Have we learned how he became involved with the person who is accused of running this whole scam?
Not necessarily. We know that he's been working with him, or he had been working with him for a long time, and he also had been working both as an FBI, working with the FBI, as well as coaching a women's team for 6 months.
And he resigned.
He resigned in November. But before that, in April, the FBI approached him and he flipped and started working as a cooperating witness.
Are students looking at each other wondering if, that person got in fair and square?
I mean, I think in some ways in a joking way, perhaps, but I think this is really one student who got in like this. And it's important to remember that the vast majority of students worked very hard and got in on their own merit.
Has there been a message to the student body from the administration about this?
Sure, there have been several. I mean, the president, Peter Salovey, was very quick to respond, and there have been measures taken. The director of admissions, Vicki Chun, has said she'll work with admissions as well as the president's office to review lists of recruited athletes moving forward. And there are also other processes of review of the admissions process to make sure that things like this don't happen.
When the news broke, was it a complete stunner to you, or had there been any rumors that maybe somebody had done this at one point or another?
I think, for me, it was completely shocking. I had no...
So there was no buzz that maybe this was going on?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not that I knew of. I think, as I was saying, there's a lot of conversations on campus about how the rich are advantaged in this process. So there's a lot of dialogue that's going on there, but not anything that I know about of illegal kind of side door entries into the admissions process.
I want to shift gears in our final question because it's going into, we're talking about March Madness, and of course this is a big week for Yale. I mean, Yale basketball doesn't always make national news, and now it is. What does that mean for the university?
I mean, I think it's a really great story. We're rooting for Yale against LSU, and I think it's going on right now, and we're really excited.
Yeah, we should point out we do tape on Thursday, so the game is going on. We wish them the best of luck. Skakel McCooey, we thank you so much for being on Faces Date this Sunday.
Thank you for having me.